G'day, welcome to Epic E-Bikes. Today we've got an unlock chip that we're going to put in this Track Rail 9. This will unlock the speed up to 50, allowing you to have assistance all the way up to 50 and enjoy your rides a lot more. If you like our videos, please like and subscribe. So the chip goes in the motor cover under this bash guard. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip the bike up. And then we're going to remove the rear wheel. We've got it in the highest speed gear. I'm going to lock the derailleur, undo the axle, and we can lift the wheel out like that. The next step is to remove the front and rear Allen key bolts to get off the bash guard. The next step is we're going to take these two Allen keys off. Now we're going to come around to the rear of the bash guard where there's some more Allen keys to remove. We remove these two. Okay, now we can pull the bash guard off the bike like that. Okay, next step is to access the motor plugs. You need this plug with the 4-pin connector, this one here, and then you need this one with the 2-pin connector. You want the light grey plug. Some tracks have a blue plug or a black plug as well, like this one that has a black plug there, blue plug there. So we want the light grey one. Okay, next step we're going to get our Bosch chip here, the standard chip in this case. We're going to get our quick connectors and we'll slide them over the connectors that have the brass pins on them. Then we'll get the bike's plugs and then match those up. So now we've got black to black and red to white on this one. For the 4-pin connector over here, you do the same. We'll push them together gently. Now in this case, all the wires match: yellow, yellow, green, green, black, black, red, red. Then off the chip is 2 more plugs that look the same as the motor plugs. You plug these into the bike where the motor plugs came from. They only fit in one way. So if they don't push in, just flip it over, try again. Now we've got the chip connected. We can do a little test just to confirm everything's working as it should. Put the chip there. Now if we turn on the bike, both chip lights will come on and then turn off. This means that the chip is powered up and plugged in correctly. So we can turn off the bike now. And we'll put it together and fit the bash guard back on. There's not a lot of room on these track bikes, so the best way to install these, I find, is to go over this side and then pop the chip, tuck it in the front of the frame there, like that. Zoom out just a little. So we pop the chip down here, and then we tuck in all our cables in their position under the bash guard. You can tuck in the little quick connectors, pack it all down, something like that, and then pop your bash guard on top. There we go, the bash guard's now in position. It's really quite a tight fit on these models. What I find the best way to do it is to put the front bolts in first, push that bash guard firmly into position. Right from the back, you sort of push from the back and then push forward with your other hand. Can be helpful if you've got someone else. Until you can line up these front holes, get your bolts in. Personally, I think it's a little bit of a design flaw, how tight and tricky these can be to get in. What would be the harm in just making it a tiny bit easier with a slightly looser fitting bash plate without the screws in? Okay, once you got the front in, back are pretty much lined up by themselves. That's why it's best to do the front first. It's quite firm, but you'll notice if you push it, you can shuffle it a millimetre or so side to side, which helps you line up the rear bolt holes. Okay, that's it, the chip's installed. We can put the rear wheel back on now. Okay, in order to activate your chip, all you've got to do is up on your display up the top here is your walk button. So you press that walk button. See, it says 2.2 the top corner. Now the chip's active. Press the walk button again. Now it says 1.1, so we're back to standard mode.